You've made over 6 figures every year that you've worked with me. How has our culture played a role in your success?
Down to the core, our culture is based on becoming the best version of yourself. So it's been backed by core values of integrity, gratitude, making and keeping commitments. So that really is what I was aligned with and who I wanted to become. I wanted to become the best version of myself, and I wanted to become just a really good person. And I think focusing on those things, and also focusing on working really hard, training really hard, that's really what helped me to, fortunately and gratefully make as much as I did. And, it's not me, it's we. It's what we were able to do because of the incredible leadership, because of the incredible culture. And it's just a trickling effect right now. And that's what I'm doing with my guys. And I know that's what you're still doing. And it's empowering. It honestly is really exciting to be a part of an organization that cares so deeply about these core values.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting because I've been in different sales cultures, I've worked in them, and I think I 12x'd my income when I came over to Moxie
versus
the other place. Yeah, and a huge reason for that was the culture. I felt aligned with the people that I was with, and that's what helped me make way more money than I could have elsewhere, because I cared about the things that the company cared about, that the people I was with cared about. And so that was I didn't have to worry about that. And so I could put all of my energy and focus into making the most money that I possibly could and focusing on becoming the best version of myself. And so money isn't the first thing that I ever talk about with people. And it's not been until recently that I've been more open about how much money I make here. And really it's just the money talks for itself, but when you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, the money is just a byproduct of that. And I think that's what's huge about our culture is we focus on becoming the best version of yourself, focusing on true principles. And that's what helps people like you and, so many others. I can list off 10 people right now. Yeah. Dozens of people that come to mind, that have just made the most because of their focus on becoming the best versions of themselves. So that's pretty sweet.
Earnings is always downstream from culture, and that's agnostic. It's neither good nor bad. So it's if everyone on your team is not making enough income for themselves to justify the work they're putting in or whatever, that's downstream from culture. It all starts there. And culture is made up of people, and the people are made up of, it's the choices that you make, the values that you hold dear. So when you can get a group of people who are bought into a culture that naturally produces results in every aspect of life, money will obviously come, and it'll come in abundance, high quantities.
Well, it's crazy, man, because the culture I was a part of was people wanted, all people were focused on was the money. And at the time I was oh yeah, there are some people here that are making good money, I thought. But now I look back and I'm the focus here, obviously money is important, but we care way more about who we are as people, and the people around me are making way more money than anybody I was working with. In fact, some of the people, myself, but I know 2 people that also have come and worked for Moxie that were on that same sales team, and I'm sure they've probably at least doubled, if not 5x or 10x their income compared to what they were making there. So
sure, it's cool to watch. So it dawned on me that we're 3 generations of sales being on each other's sales teams. So Isaac was your team leader, I was Isaac's team leader.
Yeah,
and it's why I bring this up is because my goal has always been that the people that work with me do everything that I've done, but much faster. And half the time is what I've kind of always said. Isaac's well on track to make $1 million a year in half the time that I did. And I would venture to bet that you are in half the time that Isaac is, by applying the principles of how we teach. How we teach to do this job in general, but leadership specifically, and again, that's really cool. There's a lot of things that you can do to provide for your family, making really good money, but it really is just downstream from culture and from your character, who you are as a person. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy.